All right, this is how to create bootable media for the HPQ Flash Wizard for the HP Elitebook 8470p laptop. I was able to do this by changing some things in the folder because we would get an error when we would download the BIOS file for the 8470p laptop from HP. So let's see if I can find what that error was. I'm on another computer right now trying to download the BIOS information, but let's see if I can find that error. Okay, so the error we were getting was the system BIOS update file. This is not the exact error, but this is a similar error. So it would say, based on the location of where it was located, it couldn't find the rom.cab file, is missing or corrupt. And this would happen when you would run the utility. So the solution is to go to the setup file and extract. If you're just trying to create bootable media, go to the setup file that you downloaded from the website of HP's driver website, the BIOS setup file. Go to the BIOS setup file. So let's see if I can find mine. I know it's taking a while. I'm on another computer right now. Let's see if I can go in here. You don't need to see the download. All right, so we're gonna go to the update folder. All right, so you're gonna click that setup file. And when you click the setup file, it's gonna show you an extraction folder that you can extract to. Instead of extracting that folder to an SWS folder on the C drive, what you wanna do is you want to create a new folder on your desktop like this right here. Call it HP Update, if you can see that. HP Update. Just create a new folder, call it HP Update, and then extract everything from that SWS file to the HP Update folder. And then you're gonna see all this in there for the F74 BIOS, the latest BIOS for the HP 8470p. All right, so this is what I had to do to get the Flash Wizard to work. Now, when I ran it the first time, I had an error. Now, when you get this, you're gonna see two files in here. You're gonna see two cab files. You're gonna see 68ice.cab. And then you're gonna see another one that says 68icf.cab. Now, what you wanna do is you wanna change that 68icf.cab to rom.cab. Change it. Now, once you do that, then you can click the Flash Wizard. I'm gonna click the 64 because I have a 64-bit system. So you click that, and then boom, the utility opens up with no errors. And you don't have to send the code through command prompt to direct the location of the folder. I've seen other people doing this. So you don't have to open up command prompt with administrative privileges and tell it to direct it to this particular folder and then tell the command prompt to run a specific command. Now, I do want to explain something else. This map any file is very important. I'm going to open this in a notepad, which I already have open, I believe. All right, so my map any file is right here. Now, this map any file is a file that tells you what you're supposed to run in the command prompt line if it doesn't run properly. So this number right here, 179B, would be my system's model number or board ID number, the system ID number. And the easiest way to determine that number for your laptop is to hit WinR. So you hit WinR and then type MS info 32. All right, you're gonna type that. You're gonna go down to where it says board. Where is that? Let me see if I can find it. You're gonna go down to where it says see if I can find it here. Well, this is not my system. So this is another system. But on that system, it'll tell you the board ID number. And it'll say board ID. Okay, so you're gonna check that, and it'll say for an HP computer. This happens to be a gateway computer, so this is another PC. But you want to check board ID, and it will list the ID number in the MS Info 32 file. And then you'll know by that number which one of these you should run in command prompt. So mine, I would run that one in command prompt. Now, once I figured out that they were using the same file, I realized, oh, okay, I should be using ICF. Now, these two use ICE, so pay close attention to this. These files tell you at the end whether you should be using the ICE file, CAB file, or the ICF CAB file. So make sure that you choose based on what it says to turn that rom.cab file. Based on it says ICF, make sure you set it to rom.cab after you change it. So we're gonna go back to that folder, and this folder would have said, this file would have originally said 68icf.cab. All I did, tap it, hit F2 on your keyboard. That's the rename button. And just type ROM in there and keep the .cab on there. And then from there, you just run the HPQ Flash Wizard, like so. And then boom, this pops up without any errors. So that's how you get around getting that HPQ Flash Wizard to pop up without giving you any errors. And you hit next, and then we're just trying to create a USB flash drive to update or recover the system BIOS on another HP personal computer. So we're gonna hit this button. And if you wanted to update the BIOS, you could do that from there also. So that's how you update the BIOS on the HP 8470p Elitebook. All right, so you create that bootable media. I got a flash drive in there. You also want to make sure that you choose a flash drive that has FAT32 on it. This is highly important. If you don't have FAT32 flash drive, you won't be able to use it as bootable media if you have a UEFI BIOS settings. Because UEFI BIOS settings require you to have a FAT32 USB drive. Remember that. So when you format the drive, which before you even run this process, you need to format your FAT32 file. I mean your hard drive, your USB drive. So it's simple. Just go to the USB drive. Before you even run you want to do all this before you even run the application, the HPQ Wizard. So you would click Format, and you would want to make sure that FAT32 is set as an option. Now, some drives only have exFAT. If they're larger thumb drives, they only have exFAT and NTFS. So be sure that you have a FAT32 drive before you do this. Now, I'm going to close this out because I'm not about to format this drive. There's nothing on it. I already formatted it. All right, so we go back to our wizard. We select the drive, and we let it install. The HP System BIOS Update and Recovery USB flash drive is now ready to use. To recover a system BIOS, power off the system to be recovered. Insert the flash drive and power on the system. You don't have to do anything, man. Just insert the flash drive and power on the system. Once you power it on, just insert the flash drive, power on the system. When the system powers on, you will notice several LEDs blinking on the computer as it attempts to recover the system BIOS using the USB flash drive. If a recovery is possible, a screen will be displayed with further instructions. Please contact HP if the recovery fails. End of story. And that's how it's done.